front here too for one.
Sure, you guys want to chit chat about tomorrow's game real quick?
Yeah,
We got some good ones tomorrow. Chelsea and Red Bull, which with Chelsea's form, I think that's actually gonna be a really good game. I think Nkunku's gonna make them look silly. Christopher Nkunku.
Dude, Nkunku is such an exciting player to watch in general. He's so quick and he's so skillful on the ball.
Who else does?
So that's not the same team. You're talking about RB Leipzig.
Oh, I'm talking about RB Leipzig. You're right. Damn it.
I think they're in a different group.
No. Yeah, they are. They're playing Real Madrid tomorrow, though. That should be fun. That should be fun.
Very fun.
PSG have Maccabi Haifa.
Why'd you do them both like
Drop
that?
the mic, bro. Drop the mic, bro.
Chase Nim?
Drop it. 3-1. He
It.
did score on me, but look at this. Oh, he skipped it. He skipped it.
Juve Benfica should be a good one.
Ooh.
That should be a good one as well. Yeah, and then you got Chelsea and Red Bull and us and Borussia. So.
Yeah, those are some good games. Dude, it's Champions League. All games are good
Well, fuck
games.
it. Then let's talk about... Can we talk about Chelsea then?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Graham Potter. And
I
the
think
sacking of Tuchel.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
All right, let's split it up then. The sacking of Thomas Tuchel. Do you agree? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not, dude.
Really?
Absolutely not.
He won them
we
a
actually talked about
European
this. We called this last week.
title like a year and a half ago.
It's a long time.
I do not agree with the sacking of Thomas Tuchel. I think it
I
came
still-
way too early. I think they completely jumped the gun.
Like,
No.
Do you think if they
I
had
personally think
Do you think if they had their old owners,
it
he'd
wouldn't
still
happen.
be there?
I think part of it is the fact that he didn't want Ronaldo. Todd Burley wanted Ronaldo. Not Todd Burley. Wait. Is
Todd
it?
Bowley? Yeah.
Bowley. He wanted Ronaldo.
I think
and
it was an owner-manager thing.
I
They
think it
didn't
was
like
an
each other.
owner-manager thing. 100%. Granted, I think there was some stick between the players and Tuchel, so that's obviously going to play a role in it. But yeah, man, I think a lot of it came down to just him and the owner didn't really mesh the way him and Abramovich probably did. But who knows? Truly, I don't think it was a warranted sacking, other than there being some extra drama. But.
I think they jumped the gun. I think they really did. He was having a few not top tier performances, sure, but it's not like his team weren't coming up with results. You know what I mean? Like they were still coming up with wins. They just didn't look as reassuring, we'll say.
I think that loss in the Champions League is what did him in. Kind of, that's a disappointing result for a team of their stature. And after what I would consider a pretty disappointing start to the season for what their ambitions were, and still hopefully as a team are.
He's mad. He's mad.
Division 1.
What was that? Was that an early cross or low cross? Early cross,
That's
right?
a regular cross.
That was not a regular cross.
I just
Tyler
hit
was
X.
just lucky, dude.
I literally just hit X. And he's gone. What'd I say?
Division 1! We're here.
Division 1.
Well done, sir.
Division 1.
Well done.
Well done to all of you boys.
Sir.
Couldn't have gotten here without all of us.
Oh, you got an L today, but I still love you. You still got us
I
here.
hope you fucking lose.
You still got us here, bro. I gave you your props. Damn.
All right, David, while you're doing that. Way too soon to be sacking Thomas Tuchel after everything he's done. After everything he's done at Chelsea, I think it was way too soon and way too abrupt.
What did he do again?
He won them the Champions League.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
He got
and
them the
a
Champions
Club
League.
World Cup.
And a Club World Cup.
And a
And
couple
an
other
FA Cup.
trophies. Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure Community Shield. So it's not like he didn't do anything. He was getting them trophies, he was getting them silverware. He just had,
Like, oh, you didn't win the Premier League. Sorry. But I'll trade the Premier League for a Champions League right now. Are you kidding me? If we lost the Prem but won the Champions League this year, yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, David. So what do you think
Cool with that.
What do I think? What?
about the Thomas Tuchel sacking?
Did he get sacked a little early?
Yeah, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah, just a little bit. I think it was coming, but they pulled the plug a little bit early.
See, I think it was coming too.
You think it was
Yeah.
coming?
Eventually, if he didn't turn it around.
Yeah.
I mean, the way those results, that's just not like. It's those performances. That's just not like a one-off result. Those performances were lackluster, all of them. Like,
They've become a boring team to watch.
let's take Liverpool for example. Everyone's trying to jump on Liverpool, this, that, and the third. But when you look at the performances, bro, that's just how Liverpool play. So is it really like Liverpool having bad performances, or is it everyone knows how Liverpool plays and it's just tougher for them to win?
I have a separate topic about Liverpool.
Finish your
We
point.
we can run that because that's my example. Because I think he was gonna get sacked regardless. Because those performances, like,
Was it the performances, or was it a compound cause and effect of the performances and the money spent over the transfer?
Well,
window?
yeah,
Of
215
course.
15 million, and I mean, here's the
course.
unfair
Wow.
part about that. He spent
Forgot about that part.
215 million, but what? He's expecting these players to all walk into the dressing room and just mesh immediately? Because
Yeah.
that's not how it works. We all know that,
And
unless you're Erling Haaland.
so that's my point. Is I think the reason that his sacking was accelerated is due to the fact that they spent all this money. They were the highest spending team in the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken,
I think they were the highest spending team in the world.
in all leagues. Okay, so they were the highest spending team overall this transfer market, and then they were putting out performances the way they were putting out. I think that's why it was accelerated, but
ref.
I don't think it was warranted.
Yeah, I did forget the money. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, because we talked about it last week. Bro.
Yeah.
Like we kind of predicted that it was. Gonna
And
happen.
I heard that it was gonna happen before that Dynamo Zagreb game.
Well, yeah, it was already being talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was already a topic,
Yeah, at that
which
point,
is never
bro,
good for you.
when your owners and the club is already 1 foot out the door with you, nothing you're gonna do.
Yeah, you
there.
kind of just got to
Nothing
be
you can do.
prepared for it.
Yeah.
I do kind of feel bad for Tommy T, man. You just got
Don't feel bad for him, bro. He
He just got divorced as
Okay,
well.
well,
His wife
yeah.
took half his shit, probably. Like,
He did just get a divorce.
come
but
on, man. My man's going
he's gonna-
through it.
Bro, he'll be fine. He's gonna get picked up by some club.
He will. Now,
Um,
in my opinion, Mauricio Pochettino, that should be their manager.
Chelsea.
Yes,
All right. So let's talk about it. Graham Potter.
it should be Poch.
I heavily disagree.
I think Potter's gonna have some good early success, but I don't think he's gonna make it in the Champions League.
What about the Premier League?
I think he can keep them in the Champions League, but then
Keep them top
knock
four?
them out of the Champions League at the same time. So yeah, I think it'll be kind of a stagnant thing. I don't think he does as well in other competition trophy-wise as Tuchel did. He doesn't have that same experience in those big games in the big league like that. He's had a very he doesn't have a bad past in the sense of coaching, but it's much smaller, much smaller teams. So and you're not saying that's a bad thing, but I don't.
Some people might say it's more impressive that he's done it with smaller teams.
But you're also. It's not like he's playing on smaller teams and like winning the Prem or the Champions League or the Europa League or the Conference League.
Good finish.
He's not winning anything like that. Good finish as well. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
winning like
with-
those
with-
leagues.
With Brighton, yeah, not a chance.
But that's what I'm saying. You're winning.
Or the team before him, he was at Ostersund, which is like no name. I think it's in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. I have really no
I was
idea.
watching a video on it. I want to say it's Sweden.
Okay, and then before that, it was a girls' team. So
That
you
might have been
know.
the Swedish place.
I
I don't know.
I'm
I think you should say
gonna
Brighton.
go on a limb and disagree, just because, bro. You guys know how I feel about Brighton, bro,
Mhm.
and that is a bunch of. He made cops there. That's a great.
Oh my,
finish.
that's a great.
Quick
He
note on
made-
Brighton.
He
Sorry.
made cops there. Like, he brought in Cucurella. He brought in McAllister. He copped Danny Welbeck. He brought these players in, bro. So he copped Casado. He copped him, bro, for the cheap too. And he's brought his team. He's brought his backstaff team in with Chelsea. They're looking to get like a new sporting director. I don't know, bro. You know I love Brighton, and that was all because of Graham Potter. Like, oof. Now, like, oof, he's gonna have. I don't want to say better players because he's done it at Brighton, bro. He can do it with anybody, bro. He can do it with just about any talent. But now he has like talent with money attached to him. It's just a different vibe. I think I don't know, bro. I think it might have been too early for him to jump to a bigger team, in my opinion, just because he's doing so well at Brighton, bro. It's just, it doesn't sit well with me, bro. Like, you had something good going on there. And then you just, like, as soon as, like, literally, bro, he got fired in, like, 12 hours. It was like, Graham Potter.
Yep.
And I'm like, bro, Graham Potter better not leave Brighton just because, bro. And what do you know? He's their manager, bro. And it's like, dog, you...
Oh,
Wow.
What a finish. David, you are absolutely smacking this man.
Attaboy.
He is Aston Villa.
Come on, bro. You were balling at Brighton, dog. You're above Chelsea in the table. You're above Chelsea in the table.
Which is going to be very interesting to see what happens to Brighton now.
Like, we can like keep it a stack, bro. Like, what Chelsea's doing over there has a couple red flags on it, dog. Just a little bit, bro. Like, let's take it back. They spent so much money. They are going through a transition period, so I get that, but you literally copped everyone who tried to go to different teams. You got Koulibaly, you got damn near copped a whole another 7 players.
I think it was somewhere near that number, actually.
It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I do think he has...
Oh, my.
I think he has some tools at his disposal over there. I do think he does. I think he pulls off a pretty good first season. I have to be honest, bro. I think it took him a while to implement what we see now at Brighton this year. I think that took him like a year and a half, 2 years to get him on what they look like right now. But Chelsea doesn't have that problem, bro. They're stacked.
I was going to say, that's the difference.
They're stacked.
Is that they already have a big group of talent.
Huge
group of talent.
And experience, bro.
And all Graham Potter has to do is implement tactics. Implement the right tactics, figure out which players are going to be most successful under which system, and build around that. That's all he's got to do. So I think his job is made a little bit... Some would argue his job is made a little bit easier because of all the talent. Some would argue that his job is a little bit more difficult because of all the personalities.
Yeah, I saw that online. Someone said that it's not the same managing players with those price tags, with those egos. It's different than managing players out of Brighton, super cheap, want to make their name and shit like that.
Players who are playing to play for the big money contracts versus the players who already have the big money contract.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I agree with you, David. I think he comes out. I think he does have a good season with Chelsea. I think he reinvigorates that locker room, and I think he brings a new system.
And it's a project, you know, like they literally just tried to cop that Billy Gilmore kid from Chelsea. He went to Brighton, and now
trying to bring him back.
Like, I wouldn't. That'd be cool. Like, you know, they signed him for a long term. He's trying to like do something over there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like even though they just copped a bunch of people, like a low key little bit of a clear out.
Well, one of the other reasons I don't think Potter's going to do well is one of the reasons Cucurella bounced and went to Chelsea is because he didn't want to play for Potter anymore.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So, and I don't think that's like I don't think it's a tactic thing, because Cucurella got to play. Cucurella himself.
He said he didn't want to play for Potter anymore.
Yes, like when he was leaving, that was like one of the reasons why. It wasn't like the defining reason. It wasn't like there was like some serious bad blood, but I don't think they meshed well. So I look at that as, you know, a pretty big factor. And again, I haven't seen enough from Potter to really have faith. I could see them dropping out of the top 4 by the end of the year and finishing not in the top 4 this year. I could see them turn it around next year and get in top 4, but I don't see them challenging for a title anytime soon. But fun fact about Brighton at the moment, their interim manager is Adam Lallana, who's also a player.
I think this extra week did him good. I hope he's not the fucking interim manager by like.
Well, the person they are trying to bring in, funny enough, I mentioned him earlier, is Poch. It's one of the people they're looking for.
Pochettino.
Realistically, it's one of the better managers that's on the market right now. The pickings are pretty slim.
I mean, you got Zidane, but Zidane's not going to a Brighton.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised. I wonder if Chelsea pursued Zidane at all? And if not, why?
Dude, given how quickly they jumped from Tuchel to Potter, I don't think
Red flag.
I don't think they had anybody else in mind. I think their first was like,
I think that's a good point.
Brighton's ahead of us. Let's go
I
grab.
heard that they asked
Potter.
Mark Cucurella about Graham Potter and his agent.
I did not hear anything about this, so I can't speak to this.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, I read that today, but I did read that today.
Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Who knows? I think I could have heard it could have been bullshit.
No, the only reason I bring that up is because, like Tyler said, bro, they didn't really it seems like they just went straight to Graham Potter, bro, literally hours after. Damn. So, what was their fucking...
yeah.
What was their decision making?
What was their reason?
Hours. Hours, bro.
Then they look and they go, oh, he's in the Premier League, he's doing well, he's got to do well with better players. Well, that doesn't always translate well. Like the Zidane in that locker room, he'd whip those kids in shape. He'd whip all of them in shape. Aubameyang, you might not make it past the January transfer window, just because of his attitude and style of how he is.
Here's the problem with American owners, bro, is that they don't know enough about football that to the point where all they do is chase the jersey sales. They look at the big names and they try and go for the big name signings, and it's been pretty prevalent with Manchester United and the Glazers. Do we see something like that happening at Chelsea?
Yeah. I mean, in this for the money, not the soccer. Football.
Is Chelsea going to turn into another cash cow, David? Just like the
I would really hate to see that. As much as I believe it will happen, I would hate to see it.
I think he wants to win, but again, I think he's American with it. And, there's just a difference.
Oh, my God.
What a ball.
I thought you were about to square.
Yeah, I hope not, because...
I think he's trying to win because he is trying to get a new sporting director. He's got, he's looking for a long-term manager. He's not one of these managers that, even though he sacked Thomas Tuchel pretty quickly, he says, I want a manager that's going to stay here for a while. I think he's trying. I think
Graham Potter's that guy that's gonna.
I'm sure the Glazers try.
Bro, Potter's lit.
Maybe.
Potter's lit.
We'll see. It's gonna be an interesting rest of the season.
He's
For
with
Chelsea.
Danny Welbeck as his 9, bro. Danny fucking Welbeck.
Oof. Bro, this man keeps calling his keeper out on you.
Yeah,
on these corners.
I keep seeing that.